If she can cook, clean, and grow her own food, Samuel, that's a good woman. Now, let me show you how to make honey garlic pepper glazed lamb chops with creamy mashed potatoes. Be for real, y'all tired of dry chicken every week, kids complaining, bae side-eyeing you, and it's the third time we had spaghetti. I feel you. That's why I stay remixing meals. Ain't no way I'm gonna let DoorDash eat my money up when I can be in this kitchen cooking my own meals for me and my man. So step one, we're gonna go ahead and prep this lamb. The first thing you want to do is trim the fat. We're not chewing through no rubber, baby. You want clean cuts only. This right here separates home cooking from restaurant cooking. Now, step two, we're gonna dice into chops. Next, you're gonna cut that lamb down into chops. Each piece is getting its own moment to shine. Think of it like a portion control, but make it bougie. You should have at least 8 to 9 chops on one rack of lamb. Step 3, we're gonna go ahead and season this lamb. Now, baby, this is where we're gonna make it sing. I'm going in first with garlic powder. That garlic powder is the foundation. It's earthy, savory, and it seeps into the meat like wisdom from Big Mama. Timeless and always needed. Garlic cut through the richness of the lamb and lays down a base note that makes everybody cozy. Now, sesame oil, baby, that's a smooth talker right there. Just a little splash, and suddenly it balances out the sweetness that's coming from your honey glazed onion powder. You don't notice it right away, but it adds warmth, mellow, and sweetness that makes the garlic louder and smoother. Basil brings out the brightness, that little herbal lift that makes the lamb taste alive instead of heavy. And it also masks the undertone of the gamey taste. Now you want to add paprika because it's going to paint the chops and it's going to give it that kick. Next, we're going to add some ground pepper. It cuts through the fattiness of the lamb and keeps the flavor sharp. Pepper is like that cousin that keep it real, just a little harsh sometimes, but always necessary. Lastly, Himalayan salt or any type of salt. Salt is the mic check. It wakes everything up without them other seasonings just humming in the back. Whatever salt you got, use it. The key is to balance, not too much and not too little. After, you want to go ahead and mix it with your hands, and you want the seasoning to be all over the chops to where you really don't see no chops, and put it in the refrigerator and let it marinate for 2 hours. Now we're moving on to making creamy mashed potatoes, and baby, I'm using mini yellow potatoes, but honestly, you can grab whatever kind you got in your pantry. Don't let that hold you back. Dice them up into little bite-sized pieces. The smaller they are, the faster they cook, and we're not going to try to be here all night waiting on no big old chunks to soften up. Now, when you boil that water, season it heavy. I'm talking like salty like the ocean. If you taste it and it ain't giving beach trip, you better add some more salt. That's the trick to getting the potatoes flavorful from the inside out and buttery soft. Now, while them potatoes is boiling, we're going to build the creamy base. First, drop in a half a stick of butter and let it melt down like it's payday Friday. Now, you want to add in about a cup of milk. I'm eyeballing it, but at least a cup to keep it silky. This is what's going to make them potatoes smooth and rich. Next, we're going to throw in about 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. The garlic is going to perfume the mash and make it tasty like you spent all day cooking. Once the potatoes have got softened and they finish boiling, you want to go ahead and drain them and take them off the eye. Now, you want to go ahead and mix up the creamy base, and once we're done mixing it, we're going to add some Himalayan salt, add some black pepper as much as you like or little as you like. Next, we're going to go ahead and add some garlic powder or onion powder, whichever one you prefer, and mix it again. Now, you're going to take it off of the eye to let it cool for a little bit. It is now time to go ahead and marry the flavors. We're going to pour the buttery garlicky milk mixture straight over the potatoes. That's liquid gold right there. And you're going to grab a potato masher, a fork, a hand mixer, baby. Use whatever you got. Just mash it down until it's creamy and dreamy. You don't want to just pour it all in at once. You want to go ahead and start pouring it in bit by bit because you don't want it to be lumpy or anything. You don't want no lumps or you don't want no bumps. You want it smooth like Sunday morning gospel. And here's the cheat code. Add just a spoonful of cream cheese. Don't go crazy. Just enough to take it from creamy to straight silk. That little tang balances the butter and garlic and make your mash taste expensive. And boom, you have creamy mashed potatoes. Now it's time to go ahead and grab them lamb chops out of that refrigerator. And baby, you want to go ahead and grab you a cast iron skillet or griddle. I'm using my cast iron griddle because baby, that thing never fails me. Oil it down with a little olive oil so it don't stick. Now let's whip up this honey garlic pepper glaze. Start with the 1/4 stick of butter in your skillet. Let's melt it down like it owes you money. Drop in a teaspoon of ginger paste and a tablespoon of garlic paste. That's your flavor base right there. Bold and punchy. Now 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. You want to squeeze in just half a lemon, enough to wake it up and give it a now. You don't have to use half of a lemon. You can just use the lemon juice that you can buy. And now to start the show, honey, be generous with it. I'm talking about pour it, baby, pour it. Yes, I use a lot of honey, and that's enough, baby. Mix it until it's all thick and glossy. Once that sauce is ready, baby, pour them on the lamb chop. Plate it up with some creamy mashed potatoes. Go ahead and lay them lamb chops on top. And boom, honey garlic pepper glazed lamb chops with creamy mashed potatoes. Look good, taste even better. Hit like, share this with somebody who's hungry, and follow for more. All right, bye, y'all.